Um, right, the other thing we're going to look at is starting off doing leatherworking. For that, to start off, I'm going to need some ash. I'm also going to need a barrel. And maybe a jar or two. No, I've got a barrel full of water over here. Um, that I can use for smithing, or I can use for doing this, or drinking. I'll leave that one there and I'll go over to the water's edge to do this, I think. Because I'm going to need to get quite a bit of water for this. Fell too far away. Really? I don't want to fall in. Good on this end. Oh, there's some flotsam there. We'll get that first. Yeah, what I'm going to do is fill these jugs with water and then highlight the ash and click it to the water to make lye, and then take the lye from the jar and put it in the barrel, because the jars only take, I think it's something like 2 litres, and the barrels will take 45 litres, kilograms, whatever measurement they're using in this. Ah, okay, that's helpful. Right, am I close enough now? Oh, yes. So we'll work with 2 jars. So click one, that create alchemy, lye, 59% chance. And I can key the actions. If I had a third jar it would have been better, but this will work. Failed. I'm not sure if there's enough water left. Yes, there is. Ah, made 2. Because my newbie skills are still really, really low, my alchemy is virtually non-existent. So sometimes I'm going to fail to do this. But it actually put up the alchemy, it put up a bit of mind logic, natural substances, and the overall mind skill, more natural substances. So we've got 1 litre of that, so we'll transfer them to the barrels. And it's not going to be brilliant quality, it's going to be capped at what quality the ash is. So same again. And if I don't want the lye to decay, I can seal the barrel with a peg, put it on the ground and then seal it with a peg. See if we can make some more. So this is the initial stage to making leather, is making some lye. Lye is also used for crafting. I always was it cement? Hold on, let's do lye as an ingredient. Concrete. I always get them muddled up. It's for doing concrete. Now, concrete is used if you're mining and you want your mine floor to be nice and flat, or you've made an error in the mining, you can create yeah, create some concrete to correct your error, and it basically it's just to fill in the holes in the mine. And water is another building material that you can use in stone buildings, but we are going to be using it in leather. Oh, a couple other uses. Corrosive trap then. An ingredient's in one of those. Yeah. And stamp eraser, that's for map making. It's a woolen lie to get rid of an error that you've made on the map then. Huh, right. Let's fill this one up. Not too bothered about the lie quality because it's going to be low quality anyway. Oops. I should put that in the barrel. So it's gone up to 60% chance of making it. That's just from this tiny increase. Right, so I've just made a little bit. Now, let's put some of this away. Don't need the jars anymore. I sorted out the crates. A lot of the food stuff has been moved over to those. This is some of the higher quality stuff that I haven't got storage for. I'm looking for, see if there's any hides over here. No. Alright, they must have moved them over there. Just checking. Okay. I'm going to use up the lower quality ones first. So I did make some leather before. Right, there's 3 in there. Now what you do, highlight the lie. I've got 3 actions, so I can do 3 leather. And it'll either fail and I'll lose a little bit of the hide, like it did, or I'll succeed and then I will get a piece of leather. But I'll still be getting skill. There we go, one bit of leather. Now I've got two bits that are underweight, so it won't let me do it. It'll say it's got to be 3 kilograms. So you can combine them. You can either combine them that way, or you can put them in the bulk storage bin and take them out again, and you'll have one that's underweight and one that's 3 if you do it that way. Okay, another leather. And that is underweight, so I'm going to pop that back in. I'm going to see if we've got any more hides in the 20 quality one. Oh, we've got a lot. Alright. Take some of them out. It'll work on the top 3. And it gave me the cap quality of that piece of hide. Failed that one. Put that back in. Work on the stack again. Oh, it was already doing one. Getting ahead of myself. Now that one has come out lower, so I would put it in this BSB over here, which is 0 to 10 quality that I've made up. So anything lower than this can either go in this one if it's a sort of 10 to 20 quality, or this one. So I can pop it in there. Do the stack again. Just so that I don't ruin the quality of stuff. If I was to put that quality one in with a 24 quality one, I would bring the quality of the 24 quality one down. And when you're using leather to improve stuff, you're going to build up the quality of what you're improving, so you're going to need higher quality leather to improve it as you go along. So it's best to keep them organized like this, if that makes sense. 18. What's that on? 24. So for starting off, this is what I'd recommend. I'd recommend trying to get as many hides as you can, trying to make as much lye as you can, and then just convert it all into leather for your initial skill, and then start working on the leather to make stuff. Pop those back in because they've gone underweight. And that one has as well. It's nice because it doesn't use too much of the lye at a time, so you've got plenty of attempts to do things. Plenty of skill gain, hopefully. Yeah, failing a fair bit, but gaining skill, so it's all good. So make up some of this, and I can attempt to make a few bits of leather stuff, I think. pop that in, that's underweight. I'm quite glad that I'm getting a few coming out at the 24. That'll make things easier to improve. Oops. And there's the leatherworking increased slowly. So newbie skill, but going up nicely. That's a really bad one. So check that in there. You see how the quality changed. Oh, mine no logic tick. That's nice. Right. Got to be careful doing this. It's very easily done to put something in the wrong storage bin and ruin the whole stack of stuff that you've already got. This also works on tailoring skill as well, because tailoring is the main skill over cloth tailoring and leatherworking. So do as many of these as I can, and then I'll see what we can make. I'd like to do some backpacks, but I'm not sure if my skill is good enough to try that yet. It might be a really low percentage chance of making it. Alright, let's give another go with these. I've still got a fair bit of lie left, that's good. So I will have to get a peg and seal it up. Got a peg there. Ah, 21E. I'm going to put it in, but it's going to bring down the overall quality of what we've got there slightly. But I'm okay with that because eventually I'm going to get higher quality leather than that. Those two failed. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, I was waiting for one to come out that was really low. Right, I think that's about all we can do with that. Okay, so we've got, I'll take out the lowest quality leather to work on. Just gonna go and put the barrel of lye down over here. Those are the various milks that I've been gathering so far in those, and a water barrel. Seal up that one. And it tells you what's in it as well. I could write on it the quality of it, which was I think about 6 or something, but it's alright as it is. Okay. I did do some leather tools. Actually, they'll be over here. I think. Scissors, awl. I think it's a mallet as well, and there should be a leather knife somewhere here. There we go, leather knife. And needles. So you equip a needle, right click the leather, and then you get all the possible options that you can create. So all basic leather armor, water skin, backpack, quiver, leather adventurous hat, and the leather belt. And this is parts for making like animal armor. Unavailable is a large saddle. So if we go, I wanted to do bags. Yes, your backpack is only 9%. I don't desperately need any, and I think that I've got the newbie one anyway. But they're nice to have for storage. But there are other options. I can make stuff out of wood, so if I go create armor, What's the easiest thing on the list to make? Some pants, gloves and a cap. Get the gloves and the cap take up that. Do a cap. Well, we'll try and do 3. Because it'll work through the stack if I click on the top of the stack. Now I've failed and my leather quality has gone down this time. Failed again. Managed to make one. And you get leftover pieces of leather. And if you can chuck them away if you want, or you can store them. And if you get enough of the leather pieces, you can combine them and use them as leather. But I'll just pop them in there for now. So when I succeeded, I chopped a little bit off of the leather, and that resulted in the cap. Now, the leather cap will at first require leather to improve it. Let's have a go and see if I can make some other bits. So that's a cap. We'll do 2 gloves. So they'll be like these. I failed again twice, so the leather has lost quality again. Glove. But all this failure is still getting your skills up and will eventually make it easier to do. There we go. I've got another little bit left over leather. So there's 1 glove. Right, sorry about that. Right, we'll try and do another glove. There we go. Now all this time my needle will have been taking damage. So I need to keep an eye on that, make that repaired. It's not too bad. Right, so that you can actually cut quite a few things off these bits of leather, and sort of like improve them and skill up that way, or just make more and skill up that way. There's loads of different ways of doing it. Let's see if we can do a pair of pants, a pair of leather trousers. Still failing, but the skill is still going up, so I'm quite happy. And I've got plenty more leather to mess about with. There we go. Actually, let's see if we've got enough to combine. Can't remember how you do this with the leather beads. Oh, there you go. Create resources leather from the leather scraps. And obviously it'll be really low quality. It'll be like 1 quality. I probably haven't got enough yet. So, but that you don't have to save those up if you don't want to. They're just scrappy bits, but can be reused, or you could sell them to the token, or sacrifice them, or put them in a rubbish bin to get rid of them. And the trash bin that you can make. Just leave them on the ground, they'll decay eventually. Right, so we've got a hat and 2 gloves and some pants. So we could try for jacket sleeves and boots. Boots is the next easiest. Do that. Oh, we did one. There you go, 2 boots. So 2 sleeves. Did one. Okay, 2 sleeves. Now the hardest one, the jacket. It's only 18% chance to do. So that would be one of these. Oh, there we go. That's easier than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, that's a full set of leather stuff from a very small amount of leather. Um, and at the moment, all of it just needs leather to improve. So I'll start on the jacket just to show you how the improving works. And I failed because I've got terrible skill. Right. And I can attempt to improve 3 things at once because of my action cube being 3. So I could go improve that and improve the 3 sleeves as well. Now there's a chance as well that these items could go rare upon creating them, or they could go rare while being improved. You could even make rare leather, you can even make rare lye. So at almost every stage there's a chance that something could go rare, and that would make it more valuable to you and probably more valuable to other players as well. Now using these as well and your newbie gear, you can actually apply metal studs to them and turn them into studded leather. Hold on, where are we? Crafting. leather. So there's all the, oh yeah, you can do a brown bear helm, but that's a little bit more involved. That's all the leather that I've just done. And then this is a studded version. And you add rivets basically to the leather boot. So what you could do, I could make a load of rivets now and attempt to apply it to the 1 quality leather boot, or I could improve it to 10 quality or whatever, and then try and apply the rivets to it. The various other studded ones that you can do. Strips of leather are for making books and a few other things, I think. And the rest of it's just leather wound handle. That is for fishing rods. And the leather knife, that's just the different metals that it can be made of. Leather belt is like a tool belt. You can you wear it on your character, but it deals with all the tools. You can put the tools in it. Leather adventurer hat. A needle on leather. See if I can do one of those. I might not have the skill. Oh no, 43. This is a wide brim hat. As opposed to my newbie one. Where did that one go? Oh, it's stacked up with that one. There we go. Oh, I quite like the look of that one. And slightly better quality on that one. Have a go at improving a few more. That one went up a bit. Yeah, that's all the ways that you can start doing all the leather. So it starts off with lye, and then actually putting the lye on the hides and then turning them into leather. Pretty simple. And then it just requires improving. Right. Close some of these windows. You can build an armour stand to put this stuff on as well. I'll probably just put it in a pile for now and work on it a bit more. Put the leather away. Put the tools back in here because I will improve them eventually as well. So yeah, whole suit of leather plus a silly hat, a leather adventuring hat, and the loom and how to make some of the cloth items. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.